That was While My Guitar Gently Weeps by George Harrison and the Beatles. Although, of course, this rendition was the closest I could come to Jake Shimabukuro's instrumental arrangement of that song. And I played it straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam, sort of. I'll explain that in a moment. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. In just a moment, I'll do a tutorial, more elaborate tutorial than I've ever done, I suppose, of everything I just played. At the very end, I might do a slow motion close-up play-along. It might be helpful. We'll see. But right now, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want over 1,000 more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each one with a link to its own free video tutorial and play along, just like this one, then check out our Dropbox and then come play with us. Okay, now before I start, let me just say this is a more elaborate song. I think it's a more elaborate song than I've ever played. I'm not sure. Played a couple other songs that are pretty elaborate. But this one's really elaborate. This one was harder for me to write down on a song sheet. So what I wrote down is not so much a song sheet. Obviously, there are no lyrics. It's not so much a song sheet as it is notes. It's one page of notes, and I'm hoping I can explain how the notes can help you to learn it. But I'm going to warn you, you're going to have to memorize this song if you're going to be able to play it. There's no way you're going to read these notes and play this song. But hopefully while you're learning it and while you're remembering or memorizing it, the notes are what I wrote to help me remember all the parts of the song and all the sort of chord starting points. And so it's quite a different song sheet than any other song sheet I've produced, but I hope it will be helpful. And I'm going to record the pieces of this tutorial, since I expect it's going to be long, in pieces. And I'm describing them on the song sheet. You'll see I described the song as the intro. The intro was the part that starts, right? That's the intro. And then the verse, that part, and then the bridge I described as, and then we do a second verse and a second bridge, and it's pretty much the same positions almost exactly with my left hand. I do some different things with my right hand because it becomes a little bit more elaborate and a little bit faster second time through. And then what I call the riffing bridge, which is, right? It's another bridge. There's that. And then there's the outro, which is sort of a redoing of the verse, but not really. It's an outro verse. It starts out the same, but then right away it goes into something a little different. So those are the parts you'll see in the song sheet: intro, verse and bridge, riffing bridge, and then outro verse. And we're gonna get started in a moment. For the intro, now I'm gonna recommend again that you have the song sheet in front of you when you're doing this. Also, for my right hand, I'm gonna point out that I have 4 strings, only need 4 fingers most of the time. And if you're wondering, oh, what finger did I use to pluck? Unless I've said something, it's the assigned fingers, right? Those are the fingers. They're stuck on those strings, and those are the fingers I'm using, unless I say differently. There are times when I'll use a different finger to pluck, and I'll explain why. But for the most part, it's those. Now, intro. If you take a look at the song sheet, there's a little number on the left-hand side of lots of those chord positions, and I designed it so that you can compare the positions as they're changing. So like the first position, or the first chord that I showed, the picture starts on the 5th fret, But you notice then the second version of that, sorry. That one, the first position you'll see is this. The second one is this. It also has a 5, and it shows a blank line on that first line. The idea is I wanted you to be able to see that you're going to be moving your index finger. You're going to be sliding that up, right? Oops. And I didn't show the pinky going in there. Sorry. I didn't want to show every single little everything. But the first picture is this. Second picture is this. And then we slide down to the 3rd fret. And then I'm going to slide that all the way up. And that's the 4th picture. 5th picture, I show going down clear to your bass line here. And there's your 6th picture. And then... oh, actually, I do it this way. So I show it here. And so anyway, that's, if you see the pictures, hopefully that'll give you, I'll show you how I did each of those bits, but hopefully you see now how the chart can cue you into the different places you'll have to put your fingers. All right, now, so starting off, 5th fret here, I'm basically going to change this into a G minor shape, right? I'm going to be moving this, and again, this entire intro, except the last strum, the entire intro, I'm only using these 3 strings, right? And I actually keep my thumb on this string so that I don't actually accidentally make it hum, right? So that's what I'm doing. And then I hit it a second time, that first string from the floor, while I'm sliding my index finger. And then I drop a pinky, slide down 2 frets, and this one, you have to twist a little bit, right, to get that. And then I sort of twist my hand a little bit to be able to get there. Do exactly the same thing 2 frets down. And then I'm going to change my shape because I'm going to be going into a G here. And I'm going to do a hammer-on. Instead of a slide, right? It's a hammer-on. And then slide all the way up to the 7th fret. And that's the end of the intro. Now here's the verse, first version of it. Starts out with I'm only going to be playing I'm going to mostly be playing the middle strings, and I'm only going to be plucking in this version here, right? Second version, I'm going to do some strumming. Second time I play this first, but so I'm going to pluck the middle strings. I start out, and yes, these are identical, but I'm plucking them both. I've got my index finger on a 2nd string, 3rd position. And here we go now. I'm going to put my ring finger on the 6th string and slide it up 2. But I'm plucking both of the middle strings. That's my start. And now I'm going to pluck 3 strings as I step up. And that step up is going to be familiar as I slide it down. Now I'm sliding down 2 frets. Oh, sorry. Let me do that again. And now I guess I'm plucking 3, because I do want to hear that. And now I'm stepped down to the 5th fret. And now I'm going to form this chord, but I'm only actually covering 2 strings. And now I'm going to do a slide. And I formed this, I mean, you can go from, but I found it easier, instead of dropping a finger, I want to hear the slide. And I want it to be smooth. So I am actually turning my fingers sideways to, instead of, normally you'd put it like this or like this, I'm turning them sideways like this so that when I end up here, I don't have to pick up my fingers at all. Just a slide. It rings the best if I do that. So, and then I'm just a C. Oh, sorry. Got that wrong. I jumped the gun. So I've got this chord, and then I'm going to pluck. You can use any finger you want to pluck that, but I think I use my middle finger usually to pluck that first string. Right? And then, hold on. Now it's kind of a second position G shape. Right? There's my position, but I'm going to change my fingering so that I can use my more powerful ring finger to do a hammer on here. I want to hear this. Right? And I don't get it right every time, but the idea is, so I want to actually pluck once and hear 3 notes. I want to hear, right? And I found that hard to do with my pinky. So even though I go, right, that's the most natural chord for me to fall into, I switch over to my ring finger so that when I do that pluck, I'll have the best chance of getting it right. And then I do kind of a widened G, this here, or G sharp. But so that shape, and then I'm going to do a little arpeggiating and slide just one finger down. And I'm back to the start again, and I do exactly the same thing one more time. But now, I'm going to go into this shape. You notice I'm almost never, by the way, covering the 4th string. Almost never. That's kind of a drone string almost throughout the entire song. Not the entire song, but almost. But so now, sorry. And now I'm going to go from a G7th and slide up. And by the way, the slides, I'm always doing a strum. It's strum. Strum and slide. And now I'm gonna start the bridge in just a moment. Okay, for the bridge, we're gonna start different kind of runs. Take note, I'm playing a tenor. I also have really long, flexible fingers. If you don't have really long, flexible fingers, you're gonna have a hard time doing some of these stretches on here. You might not be able to do it. Jake Shimabukuro plays a concert. If I had a high quality concert ukulele, I would have used that for this. It would have been easier for me with that, with the stretching. So I'd recommend a concert if you, concert-sized ukulele for this song, if you have a good one. If not, then stretch your fingers. What can I say? All right, we're starting out on a C. And the bridge has flourishes. The bridge is where the flowers are blooming, right? The intro and the verse, the seeds are coming out of the ground, and it's all nice and gentle. The bridge has flourishes. It's this, spring is here. So play it with flourishes. I don't know what to say other than don't just strum. We've got some strums now. Give it a little fan there, or take your time through it, so that it feels like flourishes. Okay, here goes now. I'm starting with the C. And now, I use my middle finger to pluck that A string. And we're going to pluck that repeatedly. You notice I've got 2 strings down, or 2 fingers down on the same string, which is kind of unnecessary, but I leave them that way and slide all the way up, because that way all I have to do is pick up my pinky and I've got the next string, the next strum. So like that. And now, yeah, the first stretch, real stretch chord, from the 7th fret down to the 2nd, and you need to arch your index finger so that all the strings ring out too. Again, a little finger style on that A string. And now we're going to slide up to, or not really slide up to, but same 2 chords. Sorry. And by the way, so when I formed this one, I also kind of screw up my fingers there so that I don't have to pick them up. I just twist them so that I can keep them down on the same strings without having to pick them up, so they'll ring out better. 5th fret now. Same idea, playing on the A string, and same 2 chords here. And now we're going to do kind of a run. And the run, this is always the middle strings, by strumming and then plucking the middle. So I'm always plucking the middle 2 strings, okay? So again, I'm starting with kind of a stretched G shape. Slide my ring finger up to this one. And then I'm going to go up to kind of a G minor shape. And slide up 2 frets. And do it one more time. And now it departs. The end of the bridge goes down to this. I've got the 1st and 5th frets. And I do it with it's D minor to a G7, and that's the end of the first round of the bridge. Now I'm going to play through the verse and the bridge again. I did not write out the chord shapes for the verse and the bridge a second time because they are the same, but I'm going to play it a bit differently. So that's what I'm going to emphasize. How am I going to play the verse differently? Well, it starts out with my pinky now. I want to slide here. I want to include more strings, right? Before it was... So I could use my ring finger because I'm only plucking the middle ones. But now what I'm doing, I want to strum that beginning. And by the way, this is the hardest part of the song for me, was getting this slide right. And I'm strumming now. I'm doing more plucking in between, and I'm strumming the beginning instead of plucking it. Before I was... Right, but now it's... And I throw in this 3rd one, or 4th, whatever it is. I guess it is 3rd, like... That's what I wanted to hear. This part's the same. Except I played it a little faster too. And then the same idea, from here, slide it up. The main difference in the second bridge is I do more strumming. Instead of plucking, I do more strumming, so you retain that fuller sound, like this. sorry. See, I did the strumming. Almost no plucking. Except here, sorry. End with a chuck. Try to get it solid like I didn't do just now, but so, and then we're gonna go right into the riffing bridge. Okay, riffing bridge is speed. It's actually the same meter, but lots more strumming. So I've got, and, oh, sorry, ends with a chuck. Put your fingers up to here. I guess you're starting on the 6th fret, but it's going to be a fast percussive, and some of the percussion comes from dampening with your left hand. I don't know what else to say, but most of this sound is going to be from a step down of the 2nd string, right? So from that position, and then you're going to slide up 2 frets. So I'm starting here. Actually, I think I do it this way. Starting there, then 6th fret. And then slide up, right? You're just, from there, you're sliding up 2 frets, and then reverse them. And start over again. Third time around, I'm going to switch. Instead of going down like that, I'm going to switch so that they're opposite positions. And now I'm going to keep stepping down. And reverse again. And then I drop my pinky up on the 10th fret. And here's the widest. I only need to put these each out 1. Right? So that's what I do it. And by the way I get that, normally your hand is kind of curved a little bit, kind of angled. But for me to get this, I have to position my hand, like my arm, directly under, so that I could do that. Whoops, I fell off. And now I'm going to slide up so that my index finger is going to replace my pinky. That is to say, that's the fret it's going to get to. But so, that's dramatic. Make sure you do it right. But so, from here, slide up 2. And then from there, I'm going to hop, replace my index finger with my middle finger there, and so that I can drop onto the next string. And I'm doing a step down again. And this part is actually easy. Just pick up a finger and drop it and step it down. And in fact, other than your right hand, you might want to focus on getting your pinky on this high fret to ring out. You really want to hear that clearly, right? And if I don't push real hard to make sure that's in the right position, I won't hear it. Now, I'm going to do it one more time, or 2 more times, but the next time I do it, I'm going to start focusing on doing more with my right hand. Oh, sorry, actually, I think the 3rd time, that's right, it's full on. And you notice it's kind of a front beat strum. The emphasis is on the first down, so. And then I return to the beat I was doing before. And then finale is like, and finally switch to arpeggiations, and I start with a 3-string arpeggiation, and then 4. And the last thing is the outro. Now the outro starts as a variation on the verse, so you'll see similarities, but not exactly the same. So I'm starting out the same, right? 2nd string, 3rd fret, and I'm plucking just the middle ones, and then all 3, or the 3 closest to the floor. But then very quickly, I do a little finger style. That's on the 3rd string. And now I'm going to pluck the 3 closest to the floor, but so it's let's see. So I'm dropping this C minor, and then I put my ring finger over 2 strings, and now I'm going to strum, but I'm going to slide these up to an odd, awkward position, but that's the one I need. Little arpeggiation. So from here, oh, there we go. Do the same slide I've done before in the verse. And now the finale, which is actually remarkably easy. Just these 2 positions. I'm plucking I'm doing a dramatic strum, but then the pluck is the 4th and then 2nd strings. Slide up 2 frets, and then I'm gonna, I'm only covering the first 2 strings, and they just stretch out a little bit more, and I drop 1 more finger up here, and again, this one doesn't really have to be here yet, but I want to be able to just pick this up and form the last chord, so pick up, and then down to the C. And that's it. I'm going to do a slow motion close-up play along now. I'm not sure how helpful it'll be, because I don't know if you'll be able to play along with this, but hopefully at least you'll be able to see my fingers, all of them, for all of it. So here goes, and I'll try to do it in slow motion and still remember how it goes. And 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm in the wrong position. Here we go. And That's it. See you Wednesday.